Welcome, this is AG. You're watching Math to the Max. Today we will discuss binomial expansion with Pascal's triangle. Let's take a look at some key vocabulary. So the power of a binomial form is going to be a plus b raised to the n power. An example is 4x plus 5 raised to the 4th power. What is a binomial? A two-term polynomial. Keyword prefix bi means two. Bicycle, two wheels. So binomial is a two-term polynomial. Pascal's triangle. A triangular array of numbers found by adding the previous row's number when used for expanding binomials. So as you see, this is a triangular shape. There's one at the top. It's always ones on the outside. That's the pattern, and then you add the previous row to get the numbers in the middle. So 1 plus 1, that's how we got the 2. 1 plus 2, that's how we got the 3. 2 plus 1, that's how we got the 3. Make sure you pay attention to the rows. We start with row 0. 1 plus 4, we'll get 5. 4 plus 6, we'll get 10. 6 plus 4, we'll get 10. 4 plus 1 is 5, and then it's always ones on the outside. The pattern will continue. So you could start with row 6, start with 1, and then 1 plus 5 will be 6, 5 plus 10 will be 15, etc. Alright, so you guys know math is a pyramid subject. It builds. So you can't forget invisible power. The exponent is going to be a 1. 0 product power, anything raised to 0 power is 1. Power property of exponents. When an exponent is raised to another exponent, you multiply the exponents. Let's check out this example. X to the third power squared means x to the third times x to the third, which is x to the 6th. You can just multiply 3 times 2. Next, we have a base raised to the 4th power. However, we have two things as the base. We have 2. You need to raise 2 to the 4th, and you need to raise x cubed to the 4th. So what's the process? How do I do this binomial expansion? Alright, cool. So we're going to use the vertical method. However, you can use the horizontal method. You will normally see the horizontal method, but not this time. So first, write the row's coefficient based on the exponent of the given problem. So recall we had the triangular array of numbers. Look at that row. Second, write the first term, starting with the given exponent, counting down. Third, write the second term starting with the 0 exponent, counting up. Evaluate your exponents for the 4th step. And lastly, multiply the answers vertically. Alright, you already know what time it is. Let's go to work. Alright, we have to go to row 3 because the exponent is a 3. Write those numbers. Second, starting with 4x, that's the first term. Counting the exponents going down. Third, start with the second term, which is 3. Start at 0 exponent, counting up. Evaluate your exponents. 4x to the third, 4x to the second, 4x to the first, 4x to the 0. Evaluate 3 to the 0, 3 to the first, 3 to the second, 3 to the third. And then multiply the vertical columns. 1 times 64x to the third times 1 is 64x to the third. And repeat until you get to the end, multiplying vertically. If that was too fast, we're about to go to the whiteboard. Take it a little bit slow. Alright, let's do number 2 on the board. We can see each step by step. So the first step, we said we want to write the coefficients of the Pascal's triangle based on row 4. Why row 4? Because that's what the exponent is, row 4. So what's the numbers in row 4? 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Alright, those are the numbers in row 4. After that, the second step is list the first term. What's the first term? 2x. Starting with the highest exponent, so it'll be 2x to the 4, and then count down. Alright, count down. Happy New Year. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Alright, so count down, count down. 2x to the 4th, 2x to the 3rd, 2x to the 2nd, 2x to the 1st, 2x to the 0. Third step, list the second term. What's the second term? -5. Starting with the 0 exponent, counting up. We going up, going up, going up. -5 to the 0, -5 to the 1, -5 to the 2, -5 to the 3, -5 to the 4. Hey, make sure you guys put your parentheses around those, because if you don't, and you're trying to do it in the calculator, it's gonna give you an error. Why is it gonna give you an error? Because say if you don't put the parentheses, and you just say -5 to like the second power, it's gonna give you -25. Well, we know -25 is not right, because negative times a negative is a positive. But if you don't put this parentheses right here, like it's gonna give you -25. We want positive 25. So make sure you just put the parentheses. Put the parentheses. All right. The next step is evaluate those exponents. So I know what 2x to the 4th power that means. That means 2x times 2x times 2x times 2x 4 times. So there's really 2 to the 4th power, which is 16, and then x to the 4th. 2x to the 3rd, gonna be 8x to the 3rd. Y'all remember, just do 2 times 2 times 2. You can put the numbers in the calculator if you're not good with mental math. You cannot put the variables in the calculator. X to the 3rd power is not gonna give you x to the 3rd. So you gotta know how to do the mental math on those variables. Anything to the 1st power, which you started out with, anything to 0 power is 1. Anything to 0 power is 1. -5 to the 1st power, -5, -5 squared, 25, -5 to the 3rd, -1, 25, -5 to the 4th, 6, 25. All right, last step, just multiply vertically. So what am I multiplying? 1 times 16x to the 4th times 16x to the 4th. 16x to the 4th minus, I know it's minus is because it's going to be a positive times a negative. It's going to be a negative. Now, let's do this. 8 times 5, that's -40. And then -40 times 4 is -60. So it'll be -160x to the 3rd. 25 times 4. The reason I'm doing that way I can do those in my head versus trying to do this way. So 25 times 4, that's 100. 100 times 6, that's 600. So plus 600x. Y'all know what? I forgot to put the square right here. Y'all remember? It was x squared. Typo. If you caught that, perfect. I couldn't hear you though. I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry. X squared. Okay? Just multiplying. You know what I'm saying? Multiplying. Alright, I should circle those. Alright, multiply. Alright, I know 125 times 2, that's going to be 250. 250 times 4, that's going to be 1,000, but negative. And then 1 times 625 is 625. So all this will be your final answer right here. So expanding this is your final answer. Now if they might ask you on a test, when you expand this, what's the 3rd term? The stress. The 3rd term right here will be 600x squared. Only time I want to do the whole chart, they just want to know expand this or multiply. But this is an application of multiplication. All right, so this is your final answer. Number 3. They say 3 strikes from the out, so we're going to hit this 3rd one, and we're going to be out on number 3. Here we go. Row 5. Go to row 5. What's the numbers in row 5? I'm going to look at my notes, look at my Pascal triangle, and see it was 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. And then we're going to say, hey, what's the first term? 3a. And you start with the highest exponent, which is 5, and then count down. All right. Second term, 4b, 4b, 4b. Start with the 0 exponent, and then you count up. All right, now let's actually evaluate our exponents. All right, evaluate our exponents. Remember, calculator good for you, calculator good for you now, so you do the mental math. I don't know what 3 to the 5th power is by heart. What my calculator do? In Desmos, I recommend using Desmos. Get those in, 3 to the 5th power, that's 243. So 243, a to the 5th. Then 3 to the 4th power. 3 times 3 times 3, 4 times. All right, I know that one. So that's 81. It'll be 81, a to the 4. 81. Oh, sorry, I went too fast. 3 to the 3rd power is 27. A to the 3rd. 3 squared is 9. A to the 2nd. Anything to the 1st is what you started with. Anything to the 0, 1. All right. Evaluate these. Anything to the 0 power, 1. Anything to the 1st power, whatever you started with. 4 squared is 16b squared. 4 to the 3rd, 64b to the 3rd. 4 to the 4th, 256b to the 4th. And then 4 to the 5th, get your calculator. 4 to the 5th power. 1024. All right, and then you just multiply the vertical answers. All right, what's 1 times 243 times 1 is going to be 243 a to the 5th. Next one, 5 times 81, a to the 4th times b. All right, take my calculator. I did 5 times 81 times 4. It's going to be 1620. But you got to put your letters. What's the letters? A to the 4th and then b. All right, notice this. The exponent got to add up to 5. It's already 5. 4 invisible 1. So that combines to 5. All right, next one. 10 times times 27 times 16. All right, I know anything times 10, just add a 0. So I'm gonna put 270 times 16. 270 times 16. All right. 4,320. A to the 3rd. B to the 2nd. All right, I'm running out of room here, so I'm just continue on the next line. All right, just make sure you multiply them right. 10 times 9 times 64. Well, 10 times 9 is 90, so I'm going to do 90 times 64. 90 times 64 is 5760. A to the 2nd, B to the 3rd. All right, 5 times 3 times 256. Well, 5 times 3, that's 15. And 15 times 256, 3,000. So it'll be plus 3,840. All right, now what was my letters? It was an A and a B to the 4th. Remember, they're going to have to add up to 5. All right, the last one. 1 times 1. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. Just 1. 1, 1, 1. 1 times anything is what you multiply 5. So 10, 2, 4, b to the 5th. Final answer. Hey, it's not hard. You just do those 4 little steps. Line up right here vertically. Do the math. Do the math. You can do it. All right. Just go through the notes and you can make it happen, Captain. Final answer. You can do it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, always striving for excellence and reaching for success.